want to talk about just like getting into video, and anyone that is
Sure.
out there listening. I mentioned that we're starting that, and it can be an overwhelming process. I like if I'm someone who came into kind of the Wistia hemisphere by seeing one of those aspirational videos and was highly entertained by it. And that grabs my attention, and I eventually explore like, oh, what Wistia can do, or what we can offer. Like I would imagine like just like there's a huge disconnect from like we want to go do that to like this is how you get started with video. So maybe like talk. I'm sure you get a lot of people coming to talk with Wistia just about getting started and how you can help. I'd love to maybe understand like how you view the customer, and just like what is that like ideal kind of like crawl, walk, run approach in to get into the video space.
Totally. And to be clear, that big aspirational content, like the Wistia Studios things, like that's not what I would recommend for most businesses to start with whatsoever. I think for Wistia, we've had most of our content success and video success has been built on much more smaller, contextualized, really hardworking videos, is what we call them. So yeah, this is a great question. I sort of think of it. How do I say this? It's like sort of through two lenses. One is like how, like crawl, walk, run, like where are you making a video? Like, right. And then the second lens I would look through is like, and who's making it? Because I think that you can really mess up in both of those departments. So for crawl, for instance, if you've never made a video really before, that means that you probably have an understanding of your brand, and you probably understand what that brand looks like. You probably understand what the voice and tone is in copy, but you don't know how it comes to life in video, what the pacing is like, what the music should sound like, who should it be, who should represent it. Is it an animation? Is it a person? Is it the founder? Is the founder amazing but horrible on camera? So from a where should that video go, I would say internal. I think you should pick something internally, like there's an all hands or a big event that everyone's doing, or it's an anniversary of someone who's been at the business for 8 years, and try making a video where the audience is just your own company, so that you're not like, so it's just way less scary than customer facing. And when on that second lens, I talked about like who should do it, I would imagine it's someone on your content team. Someone on your content team can think in video. And then there's probably someone else at the business who has a nice phone, or they make videos, slideshows on the weekends to put their family stuff together, whatever it is. Those two people should partner and not worry too much and just try to do it. That would be like the crawl, like use the internal talent you have and make something internally. Do you have any questions there? Should I move on to walk? Should we get to walk?
Yeah, no, I think I love the idea just about like the internal audience, and I think that's something we don't think about enough just as marketers. It's like, well, let's get whether it's video, whatever the thing is you're working on, let's get our internal team excited about this first before we go launch it publicly. And I think like for me, like the barometer has always been like, if the internal team isn't going to get excited about this, then probably something's off, because the market won't get excited about this.
Totally. And it gives the people who are making it so much more permission to fail, because it's like, it's not really like, if it's like, hey, we're making a video to promote that you should all take like a employee engagement survey. Like if you get more people taking the employee engagement survey, then you should be like, hey, video does something for us, and we're good at this. So on walk, I think that's when, on like where should you put video, I would start looking at like obviously content that you can be educational about, areas that maybe you get a lot of support tickets about that you could maybe automate and answer, or like we're starting to get into like key pages, like is there something on your product page that should explain your product, or homepage is a little bit next level, but I think it's okay for walk. And in terms of how do you walk from making it, I think you should probably try to partner with a freelancer. And I think it could be as simple as sort of a small, like two-person or one-person, I don't know, wedding videographers that someone might know who can partner with a content person. Like I'm thinking lower budget here when I think walk. It could be just a small video agency that can help you formulate your idea. It really depends on who's driving it at your business and how comfortable they feel sort of writing the script and organizing the day that you make it, right? But it doesn't take much more than that if you're making a sort of walk smaller stakes video. And then you can start experimenting, like, how do you answer that support ticket? How do you make that explainer video? And really focus a little bit more on the language and the tone and the shape of the video before you start really spending time and money on it.